of 3 by 3. And in this video we are going to learn to solve the top layer of the cube. And if you have seen my last 3 videos and practiced well so far, so after this video you shall be able to solve the 3 by 3 successfully. So let's get started. So the first step is to make the yellow cross. Now we have 3 cases to make a yellow cross. Case number 1 is dot. That is, you only will be having the yellow center. I'll show you what it looks like. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Now, if this is the case, apply the algorithm that is on the screen. Small f, r, u, r prime, u prime and small f prime. Now, if this is the case, apply this algorithm that is on the screen. Small f, r, u, r prime, u prime, small f prime. So, let's apply it. Small f in this case is this. We can see this is f and the small f means the two of them. Small f, r, u, r prime, u prime and small f prime again. Now, case number 2, it is hook. This is when you have this kind of yellow figure like 1, 2, 3. You can ignore this corner right there. This is what you should be having, and you have to hold it exactly like this, and you have to apply the same algorithm that you applied for the case number 1, that is dot. Small f, r, u, r prime, u prime and small f prime. Now last and the third case, that is the case number 3, line. A quick way of line is this. 1, 2, 3. This is a line. You can again ignore the corner piece. This is the line. So hold it just like this, horizontally, and apply the algorithm that is on the screen. F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. And don't be confused if your cross isn't solved. Even after applying the algorithms, just apply them a couple more times until you get the yellow cross. Now let's see in this case. We have a hook, you can see. If we ignore this corner piece right there, we have to hold it just like this and apply the algorithm that is for the hook. Small f, r, u, r prime, u prime and small f prime. And you can see our cross is done. Now the next step is to complete the yellow face, that is to solve the yellow corners. So while solving the yellow face, there are 4 cases in total that you may come across. I'll show you all of them one by one. For each case, you have to perform the same algorithm, just the placements are different. And the algorithm is R, U, R prime, U, R, U to R prime. So we have our case number 1 as cross, just like this. There is no extra piece, just the cross, that is the yellow center and yellow edges. Okay, so you have to hold the cube exactly the way I am holding, just like this. And the yellow corner should be in our right side. And the 2 headlights should be facing in the left, just like this. And then apply the algorithm that I told you earlier, that is R, U, R prime, U, R, U to R prime. Now for the case number 2, it's fish. This is how it looks. You can see. In this case, the mouth of the fish should be in the bottom left corner, just the way I am holding the cube right now. And again, perform the same algorithm, that is R, U, R prime, U, R, U to R prime. Now the case number 3, it's where you already be having 7 yellow pieces and you just need 2 more to complete the yellow face. Just like this. And then apply the algorithm R, U, R prime, U, R, U to R prime. So as you see, all the cases require the same algorithm, but you just need the different placements. The 4th case is double fish. This is how it looks like. You will be having all the edges with the center and with 2 corners diagonally. Now you hold the cube exactly in the way I am holding, just like this. Again, you will be having a yellow corner in your right side, and this will be the structure you will be holding on the top face. You will be holding on the top face. And again, apply the same algorithm, that is R, U, R prime, U, R, U to R prime. So these are the cases to solve the yellow face. And now let's solve an example. Like in this case, you can see we are having a cross. Just hold it in this way, as I told you, the yellow corner in the right side and two headlights facing in the left side. Apply the algorithm R U R prime U R U to R prime. Hold it in this way. You can see the fish is pointing towards the left bottom. Again, apply the same algorithm R U R prime U R U to R prime. So you can see we have completed a yellow face, and I hope you don't have any doubt regarding this. Okay, now let's move on to the next step, that is the corner fixing. Okay, so in this what you have to do is find a headlight. Just like this. You can see the green colors, two pair of colors in the corner. Just like this is known as a headlight. Now this is not a headlight. Even this is not a headlight. Even this is not. We have a green headlight in this case. It can be of any color, red, blue, green or orange. Doesn't matter. Now in this case we are having a green headlight. So what do? Is keep it in the opposite face, just like this, and apply the algorithm as follows. It will be visible on the screen. So let's apply the algorithm. R prime F R prime B2 R F prime R prime B2 and R2. This one is a bit hard in comparison to the algorithms that we learned earlier, but as we will practice it, it will develop a muscle memory. So just keep on practicing the algorithm. And I'll suggest you to practice it whenever you will solve the 3x3 completely from the start, just not the algorithm again and again. It won't be much helpful. Now, even in solving the corners, we have three basic cases. Case number one is that you can be very lucky to get the corner solved right after you completed your yellow phase. In this case, you don't have to perform this algorithm, just skip the step and move on to the next one. Now the case number two, you have one headlight of any color. I already told you what to do in this case. So let's move on to the case number three. So now the last case, the third case. In this you won't be having a single headlight. So what you do is simply perform the same algorithm from whichever side you want to. Let's say in this case, you can see you don't have a single headlight. All are different. So you can apply the algorithm from whichever side you want to. I am applying it from the orange side. So let's apply it. R prime F R prime B2 R F prime R prime B2 and R2. And then we will be having a headlight. As you can see, we are having the blue headlight. Again follow the case number 2. Keep it in the opposite direction, just like this, and apply the algorithm. R prime F R prime B2 R F prime R prime B2 R2. And you are done with the corners. Now the last step is to permute the last layer. In simple words, you have to fix the yellow edges, or you can say to solve the remaining pieces. Like in this case, you can see these middle pieces. In this, we have already completed the red one, but these three are not yet in the correct position. So we have to bring them in the correct position in this last step. Okay, so let's just complete the 3x3. In this, we have two cases. In the first case, you will be having a color completed. Like in this case, we have red one. So in this case, you have to keep the solid face in the opposite, just like this, like I am keeping the red one in the opposite direction, and apply this algorithm that is on the screen. R U prime R U R U R U prime R prime U prime R2. And in the second case, you won't be having any solid face. Like in this, you can see we aren't having any solid face. We are only having the headlights, like orange headlights, green headlights, red headlights and blue headlights, no solid face. So in this case, what we do is, you have to perform the same algorithm from whichever side you want to apply. Like in this case, let's apply the algorithm from the blue side, keeping the green side in the opposite direction, doesn't matter. So let's apply the algorithm. R U prime, R U, R U, R U prime, R prime, U prime and R2. And then you will be having any solid color like in the first case. You can see the orange one, and then follow the same that we did in the case 1. That's it for this video. If you haven't seen my previous 3 videos regarding 3x3 basics and 3x3 beginners tutorial, then you can go check them out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.